Hey friends, thank you for visiting our channel today. I hope that you are having an awesome day. I'm super proud of you. If you are just now visiting our channel, we want to thank you and say I'm proud of you as well for taking a moment to watch the video to learn more about MentalMommie and tools that you can add to your life. MentalMommie is designed for parents or individuals to learn how to manage their life and be more stress-free and mentally well so that you can have more improved family dynamics and positive interactions with children and family. So today we're going to talk about the GLOW strategy. In the previous episode, I shared that I created the GLOW strategy based upon my own dynamics of having to deal with my mental health. It came from me reflecting on how I got to be a more mentally well and stress-free type of person. Literally, anybody who knows me, or I've often heard people say, how are you this calm in the midst of so much happening around you? I have learned how to basically glow in any situation using the GLOW strategy. It allows me to stay calm as a parent, a person, as an individual dealing with anything that life throws at me. I don't take it lightly that things happen in life at all. I know that anything can happen and things can be really bad in an instance. But I am personally thankful that through my mental health journey, I've been able to create a strategy that works to help me stay regulated at all times, no matter what's happening. And it allows me to see situations and things from a different perspective and not be so frustrated, anxious, worried, all those things, all the negative things or the negative thoughts that can transpire. It allows me not to fall into those spaces because for my mental health, it has never worked well for me to go down the rabbit hole of not understanding and creating like a movie that makes no sense and could be no reality for my life. So it's super important for me to share this GLOW strategy with you today from the MentalMommie lens. So as I talk about or show this strategy with you today, it'll be up on the screen. It is more, this perspective is for those who are working with their mental health. I also do the GLOW strategy with different leaders in buildings and in corporations and organizations. So the GLOW strategy can be used not just for parents, but it can be used with other people. But for the purpose of today's explanation, I'm going to talk about it from the mental health standpoint of how the GLOW strategy helps me be more regulated. It helps me be a more present parent and a present person in the world. Okay, let's go. So there are 4 parts to the GLOW strategy. The first part is to ground yourself. The second part is to leverage innovation and tools. The third part is to optimize the path. And the fourth part is to work the plan. All of these are really super easy. So let's talk about them. The G for ground yourself. When you think about or hear the G, the question that you ask yourself are, what are the things you can do that will make you feel better? So for me, I personally like journaling. I like walking. I like meditating. I like doing sauna. I like doing chair yoga. I like doing regular yoga. I like doing things like that. So if I have to ask myself, how can I ground myself? My 2 are going to be walking, and also I forgot, music is my thing as well. So in my Apple Music, I actually have a playlist, and it's a Michael Jackson playlist. And when I tell you I love me a good Michael Jackson PYT song, I promise you I do. So for me, if I'm dysregulated, I know that I'm going to choose one of those things I just told you to help me ground myself. Next, leverage innovation and tools. So when I thought about the L, I thought about what I used to do versus what I need to do. We always know that it's insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over again and we don't get results. So I had to think about what can I leverage in a new way and a new tool that I possibly haven't used before to help me be regulated and get where I want to be mentally and emotionally within a short amount of time. For me, depending on what my grounding myself activity is, that's where I would pull from. For the sake of this video, I'm going to choose 2. My first one is walking, and my second one is my Michael Jackson playlist. Okay. So for leveraging my innovation and tools for walking, I could use a walking tracker. on my phone because I do have an Apple Watch. I do have an Apple device. So I could use those things as a way to leverage my innovation and tools to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do and have a way of keeping up with what's happening. My playlist, of course, I'm going to use my Apple Music and I have my AirPod. So I'm going to use those to leverage my innovation and tools on the strategy of making sure I'm regulated. Once I understand that, I'm going to go to my O, which is optimize the path. This is when you ask yourself, how can you integrate these new tools into your life? We all know that it takes 21 days for something to become a habit. So I make sure that I commit to at least 21 days, or probably I like to start out with 30 days because it just then becomes part of my practice. And if I fall off, that's fine. I get back up and I keep going. I don't jump on myself because I didn't meet my goal. I continue on with my goal. I don't have to start over. I just maybe subtract the day and add the new day. Okay. So it may end up being 31 days or whatever the case may be. I don't jump on myself just because I get off track. Life is life and life is going to life us. So don't feel bad if you can't keep it up. The good part and the main part is you jumping back in there to do the thing to make you better. All right. So, like I said, we're going to optimize the path. For me, walking, I would plan or do plan or like to walk 30 minutes during my lunch. I love to get outside and just walk. Sometimes walking is what I need as a person and a human in order to get my ideas to flowing, to get my blood to flowing, and to get me back into a calm, regulated state so I can show up as the best version of myself. Now, when I think about my music playlist, I'm going to optimize the path of playing that playlist anytime I am feeling stressed. So, as a parent, I could possibly have in one AirPod. If the kids are doing something, I may just turn on my playlist so I can just start to get and calm down my nervous system so I can move forward in the day being more regulated. I also do this at work because of the job that I have. At times it can be stressful, but I love what I do. But when I'm in a moment of like, you know what, I need to clear my thought because I just saw something, heard something, had to deal with something, had to strategize something, had to move quickly, whatever the case may be. Or if I just want to pick me up, I'm like, I'm going to go into my Apple Music, hit the playlist, play it, and walk to the different areas of my location so that I can continue to complete my task at work or in interacting and dealing with the children or my partner or family. Okay. After I've done that, I'm going to work the plan. After I've thought through how I'm going to ground myself, what innovation tools I'm going to use, how I'm going to optimize the path and put this into my schedule to create effective change, I'm now going to work the plan. So working the plan looks like you doing the thing you said you're going to do. But not only that, it's asking yourself, how are you going to hold yourself accountable for the work? For me, I like to use journal trackers. I like to use the trackers on the phone with my walking. So for my walking example, I could use a walking app. I could use Fitbit, whatever technology I can connect to walking. I can also journal about my day and say I walked for the day. Another thing that I like to do is I like to have accountability partner check-ins. Like someone I'm close to, I may say, hey girl, I need you to help me think about, or I need you to check in with me on if I walk today. Or, they may notice, hey, you haven't been walking, what's going on? Creating those safe spaces to have those conversations and for people to check in on you is also important. So for the purpose of this example, I could do an accountability partner check-in, or when it comes to me using it around times I'm stressed, I could do a mood self-care check-in where I'm checking into myself to see, how did you handle your emotions today? Did you listen to your Michael Jackson playlist? What did you do when you saw yourself? Could you have caught yourself going from 0 to 1,000? If so, what could you have done, or did you do it in order to stay regulated and at your best version of yourself? All right. Last but not least, I also like to have next steps and affirmations, because for me, like I said, I've dealt with the battle of my mind trying to tell me something that I didn't believe, want to believe, and then struggling back and forth to have the faith or belief that I could do something, and all this back and forth that my mind does. So what I am a firm believer now of doing is making sure I have affirmations. So I'm affirming myself in areas where I'm focused on or wanted to see change, or maybe dealing with something, or noticing, girl, my brain is trying to tell me I'm not worthy enough, or I can't do this, or I can't jump out here and try this new career, or I can't be an entrepreneur. No, you can. Anything your mind is telling you, you can do, especially if it's positive. Anything is telling you that's negative, we want to make sure we get help, mental health and support around that. Call the crisis line, but do not ever try not to feed into those negative thoughts that are going to lead you to harm or anything that way. Okay. So we want to make sure we're safe. And for the example of this video, the two affirmations that I use often are I am worthy of love and I am safe and make good decisions. A lot of times with my therapist, I've talked about, am I making the right decision? I don't know if I'm making the right decision. And she spends time reminding me, Giovanna, do you remember when you did this? Well, this led you to this, and this led to this, and then you got an award for this. So she reminds me the fact that I can make good decisions and that I'm safe. And I'm safe in my thoughts. I'm safe in myself, things of that nature. So hopefully you have a better understanding of the GLOW strategy. It is my hope and desire that you will create your own GLOW strategy. I will create a link or put the link in the comment section or in the description section for you to be able to go and download your own copy of the GLOW strategy so that you can create a strategy for yourself to remain and be mentally well and regulated. Please know that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are seen, you are here for a purpose. And at the MentalMommie channel, we love you so much. And if there's ever anything that we can do, please let us know. We are here to help and support. It is my greatest hope that you've learned something today that will help you to be a more calm and regulated person so you can allow your life, your being, your essence to glow wherever you go and with whatever you do, especially around your children. So I'll talk to you next time. Please remember to give us a thumbs up, like, share, follow, post on your social media pages, but more importantly, share this information and this site with others so that we can help them be more stress-free and mentally well in order to enhance family dynamics, especially around the interaction of positive interactions for children, with children and family. All right. Thank you. Have a great one.